Hey, I'm Morgan from FinePoints.biz and we hit 1,000 subscribers. I am so in awe and so thankful that there are 1,000 people out there that want to subscribe and listen to me talk about bookkeeping. Thank you, you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and for watching my videos and for commenting and liking. All of that engagement really helps my channel grow and it helps me put out even more free content for you guys. The first question that I am asked a lot is, what kind of certification do I have? I do have a video about all the different types of bookkeeper certifications. I'll link that video for you guys up in the cards and then in the description box as well. But me personally, I kind of played around with QuickBooks for a couple months just to see if I like it. I think I watched some free video tutorials on YouTube, and then there was 2 different QuickBooks classes at my local community college. It was an online class at my local community college. There was 2 different levels. I took the second level just because I felt like I already had kind of the basics down just from YouTube. So I took that class. And then later on, I also took a payroll class just to learn a little bit more about payroll. Also later, I became a QuickBooks Pro Advisor. So I'm gonna do a video about that with more details about how you can do that as well. It's a free program that QuickBooks has. And with the Pro Advisor, I started to kind of study for the test and go through all their training modules. But then I figured out that I actually kind of had the knowledge that they were teaching me. So I just went ahead and took the test and I passed the test. If you're wanting to start a bookkeeping business, don't wait until you feel like you know everything about QuickBooks and you know everything about bookkeeping, because that time probably won't come. But if you just learn a little bit, start with a small client, start with a friend who has a business, maybe do it for free at first. Just start little and then you can learn as you go along. Every time I get a new client, I'm always learning new things. Another question I get asked a lot is, do I do payroll? And I do not offer the service of doing manual payroll for my clients. I feel like it's more and more common for bookkeepers to outsource their payroll. So there's Gusto, there's Paychecks, there's different payroll programs that you can use, because payroll is pretty complex and the rules or the laws change somewhat frequently and they change state to state. So it is a lot to keep track of, and oftentimes it's not cost effective for me as a bookkeeper to learn and to know all that and to offer that as a service. It's probably more cost effective for my client to leave that to someone the company who specializes in it. Then I get reports from the payroll company and I put those into QuickBooks. Just briefly, my background, I was an English major in college, and then for 5 years I worked in marketing at Target's headquarters in Minnesota. And then when we moved back to Oregon and started to have kids, I quit my full-time job, and I had a friend who was a bookkeeper and she recommended it as a super flexible job that worked well with having young kids. So that's kind of how I started, and I figured out that it was actually a really good fit for my skill set, like just being organized and helping small business owners. And the next question is, how many clients do I have and how much do I work? So right now I'm working 2 days a week. That works well with my family schedule. I have 2 young kids and one's only in preschool, so he's not in school that much. I have a little bit of childcare for him, and then I work while he is at preschool. And right now I have 4 clients. And one of them is a larger client that probably takes about half my time, and then the other ones are smaller ones that are split with the remaining time. And then YouTube also takes a chunk of my time as well. So I might do a breakdown of this in another video, because I know it's kind of hard to picture how much time you need to spend on each client. So maybe leave a comment below if you want me to do a video on that topic. You can also check out the video I already made about how many clients do I need to earn a certain dollar amount. I did $100,000 per year. So there's a spreadsheet there, and you can calculate how many clients you need and how many hours that will take per week to work. Another question is, what version of QuickBooks do I use? Right now I'm pretty much getting any new client set up on QuickBooks Online. So that is now my preferred. I think QuickBooks is really pushing bookkeepers and business owners over to QuickBooks Online. They're not supporting QuickBooks Desktop as much as they used to. If you are a bookkeeper, look out for the 5 for 25 deal. So that's 5 clients and they're $5 a month for 2 years. And they have to be new clients. So you kind of have to look ahead in the next year or 6 months and think, oh, is it one of my goals to get 5 new clients? And then if so, definitely sign up for the 5 for 25, because that's super cheap. And that's another question I get is, who pays for QuickBooks? Do I pay for it or do the clients pay for it? And the answer is you can do it either way. Bookkeepers do it both ways. How I do it is, if the client is already set up on QuickBooks, and they're already paying a monthly subscription, I just have them add me to that as a user, and I don't worry about changing the subscription at all. But if it's someone who wants to start using QuickBooks Online and they're not already on there, or if they're using desktop and they want to transfer over, like I said, then I'll offer them the $5 a month plan, and usually that's great because that's cheaper than anywhere else they can get it. It's for 2 years, and if it's a larger client, I'll just roll that in to my cost for them. So I don't like charge them an extra $5 a month. I just include it in the cost. Another question I get asked is, do I do taxes? And I do not at this point. I'm not a tax preparer. You need another certification to be a tax preparer. It is something I've thought about and I might do in the future just to kind of grow my business and add that, because I mean, bookkeeping and tax preparing do definitely go hand in hand, because as a bookkeeper, I am preparing documents for taxes. But at this point, I am not a tax expert, and I tell my clients that is not a service that I offer. So usually I'll do their books every year, and then they'll send it to their accountant to do their taxes. And it is a large savings for them because accountants charge much more per hour than a bookkeeper would. If you are new here, definitely hit the red subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and you'll get a new bookkeeping video from me every single week. I've loved getting to know you in the comments and hearing your stories and hearing how you're thinking about starting a business, or you're starting a business, or that you needed some encouragement to just keep going on your business. Leave a comment down below if you have any other questions for me, or about how I run my business, or how I got started running my business, and any other video ideas you would like to see. Again, thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate you and look forward to getting to know you even better. Thanks so much. Bye.